Hidden beyond the visible world in the strange realm of quantum physics, scientists have stumbled across something impossible. A material that doesn't just exist in space, but moves through time itself without using energy. It shifts, it pulses, it repeats endlessly, breaking the very rules that built our universe. They call it a time crystal, and once you understand what it truly means, you'll never see reality the same way again. A time crystal isn't a fantasy pulled from science fiction, it's a real physical structure, but unlike anything nature ever created before, ordinary crystals, like diamonds or snowflakes, repeat patterns in space. Their atoms are locked into place, but time crystals, their atoms cycle back and forth between states in a repeating rhythm through the dimension of time itself, and they do it forever, without expending energy, without ever reaching equilibrium. In a universe ruled by decay where everything tends toward chaos, these crystals are perfect rule breakers. In 2012, Nobel Prize-winning physicist Frank Wilczek dared to ask an outrageous question. What if a material could have a structure that repeats in time, the way crystals repeat in space? His idea was ridiculed. Even his colleagues whispered that he might be slipping into science fiction. After all, perpetual motion, movement without energy loss, was supposed to be impossible. But Wilczek saw something deeper, a loophole hidden inside quantum mechanics. He proposed the existence of time crystals, objects that could endlessly oscillate between quantum states, never settling, never stopping. The scientific world laughed until a decade later, when time crystals became real. It wasn't until 2021 that theory collided with reality. At Google's Quantum Research Lab, scientists working on the Sycamore quantum processor achieved something no one believed possible. They created a real, functioning time crystal inside a controlled quantum environment. Using precisely calibrated energy pulses and magnetic fields, they forced a system of quantum particles to enter an endless oscillation, flipping back and forth between states without using any net energy, a phenomenon that shouldn't exist, now carefully engineered inside the circuits of a quantum machine. And it was just the beginning. To understand time crystals, you have to forget everything you know about physics. In our world, motion requires energy. Friction wears things down. Time flows one direction, forward. But inside a time crystal, the normal rules collapse. It oscillates naturally between two distinct configurations, locked in a repetitive dance through time, without ever losing energy, without ever stopping. Like a pendulum that swings forever without slowing. It's not perpetual motion in the classical sense, it's something stranger. A new phase of matter, a new way that the universe can arrange itself. Time crystals aren't just a scientific curiosity. They could be the missing key to unlocking true quantum computing. In traditional quantum computers, quantum states are fragile. They collapse easily, limiting the power of the machine. But time crystals offer something radical: stability. By existing in a constant, protected oscillation, they could shield quantum states from outside disturbances, meaning faster, more reliable quantum processors, machines that could outthink every supercomputer on Earth and solve problems beyond human imagination. But whenever humanity unlocks a new power, there's always a darker side. Time crystals could be used to stabilize quantum networks, or to destabilize them. Whispers already circulate about the military and intelligence sectors exploring how time crystals might revolutionize surveillance, encryption, or even energy weapons. A material that rewrites the rules of reality itself could easily be weaponized. And if we lose control over time's natural flow, the consequences could be catastrophic. Time crystals hint at something even more unsettling: that time is not a straight line, that it can bend, twist, repeat itself under the right conditions. What happens if we can engineer time loops? Could we build machines that trap information, or even people, in endless repeating moments? And if we can create artificial patterns in time, how much of reality itself is already engineered? The deeper we push into quantum manipulation, the less we understand the risks. What if time crystals interact unpredictably with the fabric of space-time itself? Small localized effects might be harmless, or they might ripple outward in ways no one can foresee. Even a minor disturbance at the quantum level could cascade into chaos at the cosmic scale. If we tear the delicate fabric of time, can it ever be stitched back together? Despite the dangers, research accelerates. Private tech giants, defense contractors, government labs, all racing to understand how to control time crystals and how to use them. Some dream of limitless computing, others dream of bending space-time itself. One thing is certain, time crystals have opened a door that can never be closed. We are no longer just observers of time, we are beginning to shape it. The universe has always had one immutable rule: time marches forward. But now, humanity has found a crack in that rule. Maybe we were never meant to touch the gears of time. Maybe in trying to master it, we will only lose ourselves. The future of quantum science isn't about faster computers, it's about rewriting the story of reality itself. And the first chapter has just begun.